We have breaking news here on the Commanders Report as the Washington Commanders are going to be signing tight end Zach Ertz to a one-year deal, reuniting him with offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who traded for Ertz when he was still in Arizona, the head coach there. So we're going to be breaking down everything today. My reaction, his career stats, what this could mean for the Washington Commanders moving forward. But before we get into that, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Breaking news updates whenever the Commanders make a signing. Of course, free agency really gets going next week. The Commanders are going to have the most cap space of any team in the National Football League, so expect a spending spree from GM Adam Peters. And when they sign, folks, we are going to have breaking news coverage for you guys, so make sure you click that subscribe button to never miss a big move for the Commanders this offseason. So let's go over Zach Ertz here, who is going to be signing a one-year deal with the Washington Commanders here, and with the incentives, he could make up to $5 million. So this is a very cheap contract for somebody that has a ton of experience, and he's known more as a receiving threat, more of a receiving weapon as a tight end over the middle. That's what he was in Philly. That's what he was in Cliff Kingsbury's offense in Arizona, and he's definitely still got it, in my opinion. You look at the film with Zach Ertz, and I've done that quite a bit because I've actually listed Zach Ertz as a trade target for the Washington Commanders in the past, and in my research of Zach Ertz, I still think he can still move. He is still very good in the red zone, and he's very, very good at finding a open space in zone coverages. So I definitely think Zach Ertz can still play in this league, and I definitely think this gives the Washington Commanders a very good safety blanket over the middle, and it forces them, or it allows them to not be desperate to go and get a tight end in the NFL draft. So this was his numbers last year. He only played in 7 games. So, if you're looking at these numbers and you're like, these numbers stink, it's because he only played in 7 games last year, but he did have a touchdown, and, the numbers did go down for sure. But remember, Kyler Murray was still recovering from his ACL tear for most of the season, and, he wasn't really playing with Kyler all that much, and when he wasn't in, the quarterback play wasn't all that good in Arizona. But you look at the career stats here for Zach Ertz, and they're really, really good, guys. Over 700 catches throughout his career. He's going to get up to over 7,500 yards in his time here in Washington. He's got over a touchdown, or he's averaging over a first down per catch, and 46 total touchdowns, man, in 151 games. That's almost a touchdown every third game that he plays, which is really, really good in terms of career stats. So when I look at Zach Ertz, guys, I definitely think that he's somebody that's going to provide some value to this offense and somebody that has familiarity with the offense. Now, I don't think this move necessarily prevents the Commanders from drafting a tight end or even picking up another tight end in free agency as well, but I definitely think with this contract being as cheap as it is and given the skill set that he brings to the table, I definitely think this is a good start for GM Adam Peters as we begin this journey of NFL free agency. Now, be honest with me, down there in the comment section, what is your one-word reaction to the signing of Zach Ertz? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know down there in the comment section for today's pinned comment. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time by letting me know your one-word reaction to signing Zach Ertz. So for me personally, guys, my one word is fit. And the reason for that is because Zach Ertz absolutely fits this offensive structure that Cliff Kingsbury is going to be bringing to the table. Lots of passing, lots of spread concepts, lots of open space over the middle of the field for Zach Ertz to work with. And you better believe Cliff Kingsbury signed off on this deal, and they definitely went to him and said, hey, which players should we go out and get? And I bet one of the first names that he listed was Zach Ertz. He traded for him when he was with the Arizona Cardinals. He was still the head coach there, traded for him in 2021. Obviously, is a big fan of Zach Ertz. And honestly, guys, you look at the skill set with Ertz being a really nice receiving threat over the middle of the field and in the red zone. That's the perfect fit for what this team has been looking for. I think with Logan Thomas, he wasn't the most athletic guy out there. He was kind of savvy, and he could run block a little bit, but he wasn't really a great fit for the Cliff Kingsbury offense, whereas Zach Ertz is the type of receiving threat that we have been asking for here in Washington for literally years, all right? And I think he's a perfect fit for what Cliff Kingsbury is going to be bringing with all the spread concepts and all the passing that we're going to be doing, and whichever quarterback they take at number 2 overall in the 2023 or in the 2024 NFL draft, I think is going to have a really nice weapon to work with here. Now, I will say this. When it comes to the NFL draft, I do think if they can get a good value on a receiving threat at the tight end position, I think they're still going to take it. Like if they can get Jatavian Sanders out of Texas for a really good deal or something like that for a really nice value, I still think they're going to pull the trigger on that. It's just a one-year deal. And Zach Ertz is getting older, guys, 33 years old. So this might be a move here where they're trying to bring in Zach Ertz as kind of like a mentor for a rookie that they end up bringing in via the draft, like a Jatavian Sanders or maybe a Theo Johnson from Penn State University. And I definitely think that's something that could work. You could even put in a couple of 2 tight end sets here with Zach Ertz and the rookie that you draft. I definitely think that's something that could work here in Washington. And the thing that I really like about this deal, guys, is the $5 million price tag. And guys, that's with incentives, all right? So if he doesn't meet those incentives and say the rookie takes over his job mid-season and he doesn't reach those incentives, that means this deal is even going to be cheaper for the Washington Commanders. So I definitely think this is something that is going to work in the Arizona Cardinals' favor. I think it's a good fit. I think he's definitely got the locker room personality to be a really good mentor to whatever young tight end they bring in here for the future. And I think this is going to be a very solid investment by GM Adam Peters and head coach Dan Quinn. All right, now go down there in the comment section right now and let me know your grade for this signing. Let me know how you're feeling about this signing of Zach Ertz. Give me an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F. For me, guys, I'm going to give this like a B+, all right? I think this is a very, very solid signing. Maybe it's not going to completely change life for the Washington Commanders, all right? But it's definitely a nice weapon to add to the arsenal, and he's the type of receiving threat that this team has been waiting for a very, very long time from the tight end position. All right, that's going to be it for today's breaking news action here on the Commanders Report. Really do appreciate all of your guys' support. If we get more news for the Washington Commanders, we are going to have you covered with breaking news coverage right here on the channel. Also, we have my latest Commanders mock draft coming out later today, so make sure you guys click that subscribe button to not miss that. Some pretty interesting picks there, so click that subscribe button right now. Zach Ertz is now a Washington Commander.